There's an exact age and an exact dollar amount where you can stop saving for retirement completely and still arrive with everything you need. And in the next 12 minutes, I'll show you the simple math that finds your number. Even if you feel hopelessly behind, and even if nobody's ever shown you anything but save more forever. Because here's the thing, the entire industry runs on one message: more. Save more, longer, always. You've heard it from every direction. 15%, 20% save more than you think you need. And almost nobody ever tells you when it's okay to stop. But compound growth has a strange property almost nobody talks about. There's a crossover point where your money starts doing the heavy lifting and your contributions barely move the needle. Find that point and the whole picture changes. Diane found it by accident. Picture Diane, 56, dental technician, 29 years on her feet, and a good saver. Honestly, a fierce saver. 20% of every paycheck, plus Saturday shifts she'd stopped enjoying a decade ago, all because of one quiet fear: I'm behind. Then one evening, her nephew, a numbers kid, asked her a question no advisor ever had. "Aunt Diane, what if you've already won?" They ran the math on a napkin, and what that napkin said about her Saturdays, well, I'll tell you at the end because it surprised even the nephew. Stories like Diane's are exactly why the retirement map exists. Most people don't need more discipline. They need to see the chart. 3 steps to your number. The 2 engines, the coast test, and the 3 checks before you trust it. Engines first. Every retirement account is powered by 2 engines. Engine 1 is you, the money you put in. Engine 2 is growth, the money your money makes. Early on, you're basically the only engine running. Put in $500 a month on a $20,000 balance, and you are the account. Now, you might be wondering, if growth eventually does all the work, why bother saving in the first place? Fair question, and it's not a trick. Engine 2 can't switch on until Engine 1 builds the fuel tank. Skip the saving years, and there's no balance for 5% to work on. This isn't stop saving now. It's find out when you've already done enough. But every year, the second engine gets stronger. And somewhere along the way, quietly with no notification on your phone, the engines swap. A $400,000 balance growing at 5% after inflation throws off about $20,000 a year. That's about $1,700 a month, added while you sleep. At that point, you're $500 a month. It's the smaller engine. By the time you're near $600,000, your contributions are barely a rounding error on what compounding does by itself. Same story, earlier, just at a smaller balance. $100,000 only throws off about $5,000 a year, roughly $400 a month. There, your $500 saved is still the bigger engine, and skipping a year genuinely costs you. So the crossover isn't a fixed age on a calendar, it's a fixed balance. And where that balance sits depends entirely on your number, which is exactly what Step 2 finds. Now, that does not mean saving was pointless. It means the opposite. Your early saving is exactly what built the second engine. The question is simply whether it's built yet, and there's a 2-line test for that. Line 1, figure out what you'll actually need at retirement. Rule of thumb, yearly spending times 25. If you'll want $40,000 a year from savings, on top of Social Security, remember, that's a $1 million target. Need $30,000, $750,000. This is the 25 times rule, and it's the same math as the 4% rule, just standing on its head. Line 2, work out what today's balance grows into by itself. At 5% real growth, that's after inflation, so we're talking today's buying power. Money roughly doubles every 14 years. So here's the whole table. For $1 million target at 67, have about $440,000 at 50. You're done. It coasts to $1 million on its own. About $560,000 at 55. Done. Around $710,000 at 60. Done. And if your target's smaller, the numbers drop fast. A $750,000 target needs only about $330,000 banked at age 50. That crossing point, the age where your balance beats the number in that table, that's your coast age. Past it, new contributions mostly just arrive early. One caution on line 1, It's a starting point number, not gospel. Big medical costs, a custom-built retirement, lots of travel, push it up. A paid-off house and simple habits, pull it down. This is a compass heading, not a GPS pin, and you should nudge it toward your actual life before you trust it. Let's run it live so you can see how fast this actually is. Say you're 52, you'll want $50,000 a year from savings, and your account sits at $500,000 right now. Line 1, 50,000 times 25 is 1.25 million. That's the target. Line 2, 500,000 at 5% real roughly doubles by 66, landing near 1 million, short of the target but not by a mile. Push it to 71 and it clears 1.25 million on its own. That's the whole test. 2 lines, 1 calculator, 10 minutes at the kitchen table. Now, you might be wondering, 5% says who? Fair. That's roughly what a balanced portfolio has averaged after inflation over long stretches of history. But it's an assumption, not a promise, and we'll deal with that honestly in step 3. Because before anyone cancels their 401k contribution, there are 3 checks. Check 1. Is your target honest? 25 times actual spending, with healthcare in it. If you're 56 and coasting until Medicare at 65, that bridge has a cost, and it belongs in the plan, not in the fine print. Check 2. Is your timeline honest? Coasting works because of years. If the table says you're done at 67, that's not the same as done at 62. Every year earlier raises the bar. And check 3. Never coast past free money. If your employer matches contributions, you keep taking the match. That's a 100% return on the day it lands. No math in this video beats it. Coasting means redirecting the extra, the Saturday shift money, the panic money, not walking away from the match. You might be wondering, what if I don't have a match? I'm self-employed, or my plan doesn't offer one. Then check 3 gets simpler, not harder. There's no free money to walk away from. So the 2-line test is your whole answer, full stop. The match rule only adds a floor for people who happen to have one. One more thing, because it matters. Markets don't grow in a straight line. Picture the real path, not the smooth line on a chart. Some years you're up 15%, some years you're down 20%, and it only evens out to 5% real once you zoom all the way out. That's exactly why the Coast test uses a conservative after-inflation number instead of the 8 or 10% you'll see in the ads. Build the cushion into the assumption, and the bad years are already paid for on the page, before they ever happen in your account. Marcus is 48 with $390,000 and $1 million target. Close, but not there. His move isn't grinding harder, it's 3 more ordinary years of saving, then reassess at 51. Nothing about his plan changes today. Same contribution, same fun, same day of the month. He just knows for the first time there's an actual date on the calendar where this stops being mandatory. Jean is 59 with $650,000 and a $750 target because her house is paid off and her spending is modest. Jean isn't near the line. Jean is past it. She drops to the employer match and gives herself a raise with the difference. She's not gambling. She's still invested, still watching the balance grow. She's just decided growth can finish the job alone, and Tuesday afternoons are hers now. And Ray, 62 with $200,000, the Coast test says, not this math, not this decade. And that's okay, because Ray's lever isn't this table anyway. It's the claiming decision from Monday's video. That's still his biggest one. The Coast test isn't a verdict on Ray, it's just the wrong map for where he's standing. Different roads, different tools. That's the whole point of this channel. 3 people, 3 different answers. And all 3 now know something they didn't 10 minutes ago, which map they're actually on. So, the exact age you can stop saving. Here it is, in one breath. Take the yearly income you'll want from savings, multiply by 25, then check what your current balance becomes at 5% real growth by 67. It roughly doubles every 14 years. The age your balance crosses that line is your Coast age. Some of you just found out it's in the past. Most of you just found out it's closer than never. Either way, you now have something the Save More Forever crowd never hands out, a finish line. And Diane, the napkin said she'd crossed her line at 54, 2 years earlier. Every Saturday shift since had been optional. She didn't quit saving, she dropped to the match like check 3 says. But the Saturdays, those she took back. 29 years on her feet, and the math finally said, sit down. That's what knowledge can do. If this gave you a finish line, subscribe. The Retirement Map charts one retirement decision every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the usual honest note, this is educational, not personal advice. The 5% assumption is an assumption, and a fee-only advisor can stress test your exact numbers. Now, if you ran the test tonight and the answer stung a little, don't close the tab on retirement. There's a lever that matters even more than the coast test, what you actually need month to month. Monday's video counts down 10 real choices that let people live well on Social Security alone. No coasting required. That's your next stop on the map. I'll see you there.